Hello everyone, this is Joe or Ackar Productions, and welcome back to another episode of Collecting Bionicle. And in today's episode, we'll be unboxing a very special Titan set from 2006, Vezon and Kardas. Now back in 2006, LEGO released 3 Titan sets, Vezon and Fenrak, Ackar, and Brutaka. Now these 3 could be combined to make a really cool combiner model called Vezon and Kardas, which was a bigger version of Kardas after he was beefed up after being thrown into the lava in the Chamber of Life. Now throughout the life of Bionicle, they tended to take some of these combiner sets that you could make from finding instructions at the end of other sets or online on their website, and they released them as special sets. This happened a few times, and just to name a few, that was Takuta Nuva, which was Taka Nuva and his Usanui, and Makuta Pterodax in 2003, and Ultimate Duma, who was Nidiki, Kreka, and Taraga Duma in Nivok back in 2005. So this is the one from this year, and it is so cool, and it's actually very hard to find. Now the set is used, but it comes with its box and instructions and all the pieces, and it's in very good condition. And the box is actually in pretty good condition too for being used. So that is very acceptable for me for my collection. I do get a few new sets from time to time. Sometimes the box is open, but the bags are sealed. This one is completely used, but it was in very good condition. The box was actually in pretty good condition, like I said, for being used. And overall, I'm just very happy with it. Granted, I haven't seen it in person yet, but I do trust the seller I bought it from and all that. So it didn't cost too much. So the MSRP on this set was about $70, and with shipping and everything, I wound up paying $363, which honestly, that's not too bad. I know that sounds like a huge number probably, but again, it's coming with its box and instructions, which adds a ton of value. And also, this is a combiner of 3 really big Titan sets that also, by themselves, sell for a lot. So overall, that's not bad. And also, it is really hard to find it with its box, never mind finding it new. A lot of people wind up just combining the 3 sets by themselves and then selling that as Vezon and Kardas as used without box or instructions. But enough talk, let's actually unbox Vezon and Kardas and see the box of this really rare set. So very excited. As usual, I'm using this knife I got from Amazon. I do like to show that, like I said. Very cool one. I've mentioned it a couple other times. A fake wood stock handle. A glass breaker if you're ever stuck in a car or something and you don't want to smash the window with your hand, you use that, it helps. And then bottle opener, seatbelt cutter, just overall very cool. But if we open this up here, just like that, hopefully, yeah, that's on camera. Now, I am going to open this off camera as I usually do, just in case there's anything with my address in there. This guy wrapped it in a shoebox, which is kind of cool. Alright, I think that's everything. So, off camera, as usual, I did forget one part there. Let me just pull this out, just in case. And I did buy this off of Bricklink, because actually at the same time there was one selling on eBay for brand new, which that actually gave me the idea of looking on Bricklink for this, and it was selling brand new, which is very hard to find those. On some of those retail sites or the resale sites, and that was going for $1,700 bidding, which is insane. So I was like, maybe I should try to find a good deal on it used, because I don't want this to vanish completely from the internet before I can get it. But anyway, here is the actual set. We got some packaging elements in there, but there it is. That is really awesome. Honestly, the box is smaller than I thought, because Ultimate Duma, his box is huge, and I don't think the figure is bigger. In fact, I think this at the time was the largest Bionicle, which actually funny that I mentioned that, because it says it right on the box there. So I'm going to take that out there. Very nicely packaged, which is nice. Very cool box, like I mentioned. Smaller than I thought, but still awesome. You know, special edition. There's the side of it. Over there, you see more of the sets. Actually, no, those are the sets that are used to combine this. Ackar, Brutaka, Vezon and Fenrak, Vezon and Kardas. Very cool. The 2006 sets had just really awesome box art. I always liked the kind of custom, comic-y, arty name for the sets, or the logo for the sets they would put on. Always very cool. Top has that same thing. Bionicle Heroes game advertisement. That's actually really cool looking, because that's probably just the temporary art before we had Kongu, I believe, on the front. Actually, maybe they changed it to all the Toa Naika. I don't remember. Anyway, here's the back. That is awesome. The wings do have some sort of a flapping function, it looks like. That's kind of cool. and this set is huge. Now, I believe the one that surpassed this as the tallest set was Toa Motunui, which is a very controversial set, as you know, because the best part about it is the mask, because we finally got the gold Ignika. But the set really isn't canon because it's supposed to represent Motunui when he gets his kind of Toa powers in The Legend Reborn, kind of. But it doesn't do a great job at that. He's really big, obviously, so it's not serving as the Great Spirit Robot, so it's just a weird set. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Granted, I don't have it. I never did have it, so maybe if I saw it in person, it would be better. But I do want it because, if for nothing else, you still get the golden Ignika, which is huge. Anyway, focusing on this, here's the inside of it. Again, more packaging in there. Very thankful for him packaging it nicely. And here are all the sets. He did package this really nicely. Did not have to put it in bags. That's awesome. That's Axon's parts. We have Brutaka over here. And then this is probably Vezon and Fenrak. And then over here, you have the instruction manuals. So very cool. That is for Vezon, and that is for Kardas. So very, very cool. Looking forward to building this set. He looks awesome. There's the back of the first instruction manual. Always love the instruction manuals in Bionicle. Always very cool. There's the second. There's the back of it. Now that is a nostalgia back page of this instruction manual because I would be on Bionicle.com all the time. And in fact, that is the old layout of the LEGO website as well, which is really cool to see. Very, very cool. There's the Motunui online game 2. I think that is the Escape the Morbuzak or Hunt for the Morbuzak online game. Instructions, the side with the Hordika animations. Very, very cool. It's always awesome to flip through these again because it is like you hopped in a time machine. So very cool. Can't wait to build it and sort through all these pieces, and I'll let you guys know how everything turns out for the set. Yeah, so stay tuned. As you know, I have a huge backlog of sets I need to sort through and build before I move on and get to doing anything else really. So that is rapidly coming up. Honestly, in this series, I've done a lot of kind of side episodes, and you might have a couple more trickling in. But the next steps is finally me going through all of my sets and building them so I can stop amassing a collection and finally officially inventory them. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Can't wait to build this guy. A very cool set, very rare set. Glad to have it. One of the rarest in my opinion. There still are a couple like Takuda Nuva. I think he has 2 kinds of boxes too, which is a whole thing when you're collecting. You're like, ah man, I really need to get that other version of that, which is a whole nother story. So we'll see if I can ever find those weird variations. Even for the collectibles, like the Kanohi or the Krana, there are really weird international versions, or at least weird to us because they weren't sold here. And I think they weren't produced as much overseas, so a little harder to find. But point being, there's a lot still to collect. Very exciting though, and I can't wait to build this. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, stay tuned for more. Pretty laid back, fun series here, and there's a lot of cool stuff, even beyond just collecting Bionicle, but a couple reviews I have planned. Maybe you already saw them, not sure. A couple custom things, and of course there are a couple animations on my channel that are not related to Bionicle that I do always like making, and I do have a couple in the works that I'm very excited about. So stay tuned for all that. But with that, I will talk to you guys later.